Hi, my name is Jonathan Atkin. I'm a student at SUU. I'm in an ethics class taught by Dr. David Christensen. And this presentation is on a case that brings to light the courage and steps necessary to give voice to values in an ethical situation. So, we have a case here that presents a team of auditors. One of the members, Diane, discovers that an error that should have been caught previously um, wasn't brought up. So she brings it up to the team, and only Barbara and another teammate want to tell the senior in charge. Everybody else argues that they're already behind on work and that the senior in charge is a stickler for going over budget. They vote as a group to just forget about it and move on. And Barbara doesn't feel quite right about that. She's thinking, what if the error is more serious than we think? What if the senior in charge finds out in a different way? What if by ignoring this error, they miss other problems? So she brings that up with the team, and the team still thinks that they should ignore it and move on. So what is the correct thing for Barbara to do? Well, we're going to address that. So in Kohlberg's model of moral development, you have three stages: pre-conventional, conventional, and post-conventional. In this case, you see the group acting in one major way, pre-conventional. But in a way, they're also acting in a post-conventional manner. You see, pre-conventional is mainly about what you want. It's very self-centered. When in this mindset, you don't see how the rules really apply to you. The group, and mainly Diane, who doesn't want to get in trouble or bring to light the error that she should have caught, are thinking mainly about themselves. However, post-conventional means law is the key. Pretty much you are a stickler for the rules. In this case, they are using the argument of trying to stick to the senior in charge's law that they stay within budget. However, I think this is being used mainly as justification for their own selfishness and not how they really feel. Barbara is the opposite. Conventional means you are looking out for others' needs. In this case, she's trying to make sure that the client is getting an accurate audit. She's also truly following post-conventional by applying the rules and ethics that they have all vowed to. So what does Barbara do? Let's say that Barbara decides the right thing is to make sure the error is noticed and told to the right person. To go through this process, we're going to ask ourselves three questions. How can you best express your point of view? What do you say, to whom, and in what order? What can you expect as objections, and how do you react? So first off, how can you best express your point of view? The thing with ethics is that there's hardly ever a correct choice. In this case, I feel like as long as the error is reported and resolved, how you get there is completely up to you. What is important to remember is that being self-righteous and looking down on others hardly ever brings the results you want. When talking to the team, be respectful of their opinion and feedback. When talking to Diane, try not to be accusatory. Being curious and inquisitive is okay, but don't look down and point fingers. When you do go to the senior in charge, don't blame, just explain. Tell everything that happened, but try not to be above your team. Express things in ways of, we found this and we weren't sure what the best way to handle this was, but I thought you should know. Whatever you do it with respect and confidence. What do you say, to whom, and in what order? There are many ways to go about doing this. You could go straight to the senior in charge and just tell her everything. Chances are, if you do this, your relationship with the others is going to be strained, and working as a team is going to be difficult moving forward. You could explain to the team that you don't feel right about leaving an error, no matter how serious, left and ignored. Then if they still object, then you can feel good about letting them know what your intentions are and how you feel, and then go talk to the in charge. You could also talk to Diane alone and figure out why she doesn't want this revealed. Is there something she's hiding? Maybe she's just wanting a promotion and doesn't want an error on her tied to her name. But she needs to know that ethics and integrity matter more than anything. So you can feel good about having talked to her. I believe I would try to talk to Diane first, see why she personally doesn't want the error reported, explain to her how you feel, and let her know you are going to go to the in-charge after letting the team know of your plan. I would make sure she knew it was based on my integrity and how guilty I feel about not resolving this issue. I would explain that I can't sit here with an error being hidden. It isn't honest or right. When going to the in-charge, I would not point fingers and only explain that we found an error and we were unsure what to do or who to tell due to going over budget, etc. Lastly, what can you expect as objections and how do you react? I think it would be naive to believe that there wouldn't be any objections from Diane or the team, but hopefully as you discuss the ethical dilemma and the integrity issue, the others might come around. I would remain respectful, but let them know that if they don't agree, that your conscience just won't let you sit idly by. Now, if there are any objections from the senior in charge due to going over budget, hopefully that's not the case, but if so, then I would go to the manager or the next person in charge and let them know. And then I would also seek to be placed on another team because this one is clearly not ethical. So that's what I would do. Those are the steps that you can take as you strive to solve cases like this yourself or ethical problems that you're facing. But that's my case and my presentation. So, thank you.